The vampire stream. And we back. It's delicious during the vampire stream. Kush, what's up? Ego up, I see you. I am up during the vampire stream. Notification, gang. The freaks come out at night. We're gonna see what this stream do. Fighter IQ, what's good? We got a shooter. LBC. Damn, I wish I could watch, but I gotta finish this essay. I'm gonna drop a like and go, shaking my head. Yeah, make sure you take care of that. There'll be more. Good luck on your paper. Gang. I love it. We're gonna talk about everything though on the vampire stream. What up? Shout out to Detroit. Fluffy, what up? Sorry to talk with my mouth full, but we family here. Shout out to Flint. He said, I just watched the documentary. I seen it on Netflix. I didn't watch it yet. Shout out to Michigan. Flint, I see you. Las Cruces, New Mexico. So y'all already know the routine. Y'all doing your own roll call. Ego Army, that's what I'm talking about. What's good? Connecticut up in this. Damn it. Oh. The vampire stream. Frisco. Wichita, Kansas. Lemoore, 559. San Bernardino. Valdez is a beast. He's a warrior. You gotta pick up on his defense so everything's not a war. You can be a warrior and not always go to war. Remember who said that? I'm gonna say it again. You can be a warrior without always having to go to war. Sweet science. It's are delicious right now. South London, Sacramento, Dallas. I see you guys. You think Canelo stops Triple D? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Where y'all at? This is It's It ice cream zone. See that? Oh shit. See, you got me dropping shit. Shout out to Burbank. Dallas. You think Golovkin quits on the stool? Damn. Funktown, Oakland, Bay Business. I don't know about Golovkin quitting on the stool. I never seen him come close to that. He looks like he has heart, but shit is boxing. I was disappointed that Andre Durrell, Virgil Hunter was like, don't do it. You're gonna regret it. Durrell seemed super deflated. He was losing, but I don't think he was doing that bad. I don't think he was doing that bad at all, to the point where But he's in there, so maybe he thought he was gonna get knocked out because he said he fell flat. Sorry, it was delicious, people. That was really good. Shout out to It's It, sponsor the channel. I know some of y'all, man. Come on, Ego, let's talk boxing. We didn't pay to. Oh shit, y'all didn't even pay. Unless you do a super chat. Like, we didn't click on this video to see you eat. My bad, I'm human. I'm one of the realest motherfuckers in boxing. I don't know, Badu Jack versus Stevenson, I can't call it. One thing I will say, Badu Jack is a person that he's hard to pick against because, you know what I mean, people picked against him in the James DeGale fight. I thought he won that. I picked against him personally when Anthony Durrell was a champion, right? And then he proved me wrong. Some people thought George Groves was a 50-50 fight. You see George Groves advancing to the finals in his new competition, but Badu Jack knocked him down and beat him. So it's hard to count Badu Jack out. You know what I mean? He went up in weight and destroyed Nathan Cleverly. His first fight was a title fight at light heavyweight. He's a big dude. You know what I mean? Good size. He's just Badu Jack, Mikey Garcia, and Danny Garcia. All guys who you watch them fight, you're like, oh, I could beat that. Then you get in there with them and it's something different. They're workmanlike, and they will beat your punk ass up. But then on the other hand, see, this is one thing I hope you guys realize with my channel. I want to give you guys real life insight. I see like how other people do, and they just go recycle the same shit. Yes, Adonis Stevenson. I wouldn't be mad if someone said he's fought guys he should have beat, you know what I mean? Should have probably fought Andre Ward by now or Sergey Kovalev. I don't have a beef with that. But people go out of their way to discredit people. That's the difference, you know what I'm saying? To the point where you make it sound like the champion, Adonis Stevenson, is a bum or easy to beat. You don't have to do all that, you know what I mean? Like Adonis Chickenson, well, he's knocking dudes out. Adonis Chickenson is stretching dudes with that left hand. Oh, fuck. Damn, I'm fucking up right now. I just spilled on myself. Yeah, all that Adonis Chickenson, you know what I mean? That's overkill. Because at the end of the day, he can still scrap and he still got power. He beat the fuck out of Chad Dawson. That's what I'm saying. That was like a nasty knockout. You mean one of the knockouts of the year. So, Stevenson beats Kovalev at this point. Listen, I just seen Kovalev's promoter said maybe Kovalev versus Dmitry Bivol in 2019. Why? They're both champions. They just both fought on the same card. Why we gotta wait till 2019? See, but listen, just listen how this works. Fans are calling Adonis Stevenson Adonis Chickenson, right? But Kovalev's promoter basically said they just staged them on the same card. Kovalev fought Igor Mikhalkin, and then Dmitry Bivol knocked out Sullivan Brer in the 12th round. And his promoter saying, not this year. We're gonna make that fight maybe in 2019. Why wait? You know what I mean? Why do they have to wait till 2019? Kovalev's a champion and better be Bivol's a champion. You know what I'm saying? Why not unify? So all that Adonis Chickenson, he's fighting tougher opposition than who Kovalev just fought. And Badu Jack. So y'all gotta be consistent with this whole Chickenson type of attitude. Bivol and Kovalev are fighting in July, but different opponents. Why don't they fight each other in a unification? You know what I mean? Why didn't Kovalev fight Alexander Vodstik? Artur Beterbiev just stopped signed with Top Rank. Make that fight. But see, either way, old media is trapped. He says Kovalev needs one or two more medium touches, they feel. Then why did he say he was cheated versus Andre Ward? See, this is the problem with boxing. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. You said you got cheated, and Tony Weeks, son of ref and all that, you said you lost to Andre Ward because of nut shots and because Tony Weeks prematurely stopped it. Then why do you need soft touches as a champion? You're a champion again. You beat Shabransky for a belt. Why do you need soft touches? Especially if the only reason you lost to Andre Ward was because you say you got a nut shot, and then Tony Weeks prematurely called a halt to the belt. That's how you prove if someone's storyline is consistent. Listen, I don't know how long I'm gonna be, so we gotta expedite the likes. We have triple-digit viewers. We need to try to get to triple-digit likes, because like I said, these vampire streams and stuff, they take away from other stuff. I'm doing a million things right now, so I can't continue to do long-ass live streams if the engagement's not there. Or I can, but I just gotta catch up. Especially right now, it's crunch time. But anyway, let's get the likes up, ladies and, or what does that say? Ladies and fellas. Definitely. The vampire stream. Saunders, what about him? Saunders is fighting Martin Murray. I'm not really like juiced on that fight. That's a good point by Brandon. He says you can't prove he took tainted meat or not. I'm not saying he's a cheat, but everyone was quick to stand by him. I mean, that's crazy. You guys seen the title of the stream? I love the vampire streams. Good. More coming soon. Thank you. But yeah, so the WBC and all the sanctioning bodies look like they're standing by Canelo. I was born ready, right? But the thing is, like Brandon just said, who knows? How can you acquit him, or how can you say he's guilty? I mean, we have to go off of his story. There's no real proof to either side. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he's doing something foul, and then he just got caught for the lesser thing. Maybe it was an honest mistake with the tainted meat. But it's just funny because the WBC, who Canelo had beef with recently, up until they squashed it, the WBC president, Mauricio Suleiman, and now is saying, like, all the critics need to get off Canelo's back. He's innocent. He's not a cheat. But then again, how would you know either way? How would you know? Because I doubt the WBC just stays in camp with Canelo, especially when he had beef with the WBC up until recently. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just funny, and this is what I told you. And it's the same goes with the fans. Everyone just picks a side on some gangbanging shit. If you didn't like Canelo, then you're gonna support that he cheated, that it wasn't tainted meat, and this is foul play. You're gonna cry foul. You're gonna be like, oh, I hope Triple G knocks him out now. But if you like Canelo, or if you're a man fan or whatever, then you're gonna say the contrary. You know what I mean? Or if there's like a business, like the WBC, they just mended whatever beef that they had with Canelo, so he's willing to pay the sanctioning fee, willing to accept their belt. So of course they're gonna say, oh, he's innocent. It's just funny how this game works. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, how do we, even with Olympic-style drug testing, blood and urine and all this, it's like, how can we, if there's excuses that will make your failed drug test plausible, it's like, how do we police this? You know what I mean? Because Francisco Vargas failed a drug test, his fight still went on. Canelo failed a drug test, and I have not heard one ounce or shred of evidence to lead me to believe that May 5th is off. The rematch between Canelo Triple G. Luis Ortiz failed a drug test. He's put back in the rankings because he just explained what happened and showed the doctors no. Alexander Povetkin failed 2 drug tests in 2016, and then at the end of the day, he's back in the rankings and he's going to be on the, I believe, on Joshua Parker card. So it's like this whole drug testing thing is going to become almost a sham because guys are somehow in their camps or somehow getting out of the consequences, or there's no like lifetime bans, or you know what I'm saying. It's just like, hey, I was on blood pressure medicine, hey, I was on this, hey, I ate the meat, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, I mean, what's the point? You get caught or you don't get caught, depending on if the money's right and the star power's right. It seems like there's a way out of, you know what I'm saying. Money talks, I guess. There's a way out of it. Like if you're a low-level fighter, you probably just stay as a drug cheat, get suspended, won't. But if it's a big fight and promoters and venues have energy vested in, then it looks like the fight might still go on. I'm just saying, how do we police this stuff? It's kind of hard. He could have been trying to cycle off clenbuterol. If they found trace, should be rescheduled. To be honest, wouldn't risk my O against that. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be hard because people always try to look and circumvent, find ways around it. You know what I mean? People, we gotta get to 100 likes like ASAP. The sooner we get there, the longer this stream goes. Otherwise, this should probably be like a 30-minute-er. You know what I mean? Because I got way too much to do. I gotta book some travel stuff. I'm in the middle of the edit. Smash the like button, takes a few minutes. Mexican meat is good for you. You know what I mean? But the WBC standing by Canelo, everyone. I mean, I figured this was coming. You know what I mean? So I just don't know how we can police this. Like Antonio Tarver, he failed a drug test. So how do we, you know what I'm saying? He just got suspended and I don't think he's been fighting since. So it's like, how does this, you know what I mean? How do we determine what fights continue to go on, which ones don't? I mean, it's a big, huge argument right there. John Ramos, soon. The hat's coming soon. I have them. They're all in the box. I just, like I said, see, and that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. I'll be doing these live streams when I should be trying to find somebody. I really just need to hire somebody who's like versed in computer programming, because I built my website from the ground up, but there's little, it's different to have an e-commerce store because you got to charge tax and shipping, and I really haven't made the time to research to see how hard it is to build it up. It's just something I'm dreading. You ever have like your parents or something, your dad has to fix a leaky sink or plumbing or paint, and he's just like, man, and it takes them forever. That's what's happening, just to be honest. How many hats do you have? I have a whole box full of them. It's just brand new hats. I just haven't sold them because I'm trying to set it up. Ego, what do you think about Canelo's hand wraps on the first Triple G fight? I heard Abel Sanchez is great, but I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there to corroborate the story. And then, like, why the fight didn't get canceled? If you feel your fighter is cheating, then, I mean, how you gonna send your man out there? Well, according to Abel Sanchez, they were like layering up the wraps in an illegal fashion or something to make it thicker, something like that. It's on Yahoo Sports. Just check out the interview. Shout out to them. Shout out to Troy Berger. He says, what's up? So, yeah, I mean, a lot of little politics and shit in boxing. Triple D didn't look less than half as skilled in the ring as Canelo. Canelo definitely got more skills for sure. Who got more power, Triple G or Canelo? Probably Triple G. He's more comfortable at the weight, but Canelo doesn't have no power. You know what I mean? He still has power. You can't just walk through his shots and be cool. That's what I'm saying. There's so many politics. Like, Abel's mad at the hand wraps, but then, like I said, how come they're like Floyd Mayweather, for example? When Maidana put on them gloves, and he was like, these gloves ain't got no padding. And he was mad about the padding. there was a whole big fiasco, and the fight could not continue. I mean, even though that's the day before or whatever, but Floyd was not going to let him wear them Argentina-colored flag gloves because the padding felt tampered with. And then there was even a controversy with the Mexican horsehair gloves, the Everlast MXs. You know what I'm saying? So Floyd, being a smart businessman, he's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not chancing it. And I think he had to pay because the other commission was going to allow them to use the second pair of gloves. But Floyd ended up paying them step aside, or not step aside, but money. Like, here, we'll give you extra money out the pot. You can't wear them gloves because we don't trust them. You know what I'm saying? So if if it was that serious, like with the hand wraps, there has to be some level of recourse. If you're in somebody else's locker room, they're like, we're going to kick you out, but they're cheating. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That just seems kind of weird because at the end of the day, these trainers, the fighters be like their son. So I wouldn't send my son/fighter out there if I really felt they had some plaster wrap, margarito wraps or whatever, layered wraps to the point where it would have been a bigger fuss. Even if they were threatening to kick me out, there has to be some level of, you know what I mean, Bob Bennett or Nevada State Athletic, somebody else that can come in. You know what I'm saying? Ego, you the man. Abel's talking nonsense like always. Yo, we're like 15 likes away from 100 for the vampire stream. Smash the like button. Ego, besides stamina issues, what can Canelo do to improve? Great question. In my opinion, if I was in Canelo's team or coach, I would tell him, pick your spots. Don't move as much. He moved. I was at the fight, at the T-Mobile. I was in the building, in the T-Mobile arena with a media credential and everything. He moved too much. And that's part of what burned. See, two things burned Canelo out stamina-wise. One, he's always had stamina issues, and he moved a lot. Two, Golovkin's style. Golovkin, being a big dude, being a strong guy, big puncher, he put a lot of pressure. Peter Quillen told me this before they even fought. He says, when I sparred Golovkin, one thing I noticed about Golovkin was his presence. And you see it. The man got a man-style chin, and even if he gets hit with a crazy shot, you know what I mean, he's still trying to come at you, you know what I mean? So those two things make Canelo like tired. So don't move as much. You got to find a way to like stand your ground. You know who's excellent at doing this? And y'all gonna be like, oh, you're just saying that. Listen, Andre Ward and Floyd Mayweather. I could give you guys both examples of fights from both guys. Those guys are the type that they're very cerebral. And it's funny because they get called all these names. Mayweather's pillow-fisted and May runner and gay runner and Floyd Mayweather and IV Floyd and all that. But if you really put all that bullshit, he beat up his wife, all that bullshit to the side and analyze the game of boxing, you'll know Floyd is a dog and he'll stand his ground, even with bigger guys. Maidana, Victor Ortiz, Canelo, he stands his ground. So Canelo needs to learn that. Don't just retreat. Golovkin is like a seek and destroy type of fighter. You know what I mean? You got to stand your ground, plant your feet. And like Floyd, see, this is why I don't like talking boxing with a lot of people, because they just repeat bullshit. And I know, and I realize that a lot of people just don't know shit about boxing. They don't know what they're seeing. It's just like, you heard someone say Floyd runs, so that's what you really think. You think he's just in there like, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, yeah. Just jabbing and trying to win on points and all this shit Skip Bayless and them dumb motherfuckers be talking about. Conor McGregor's power, Floyd is not seen. Listen how dumb Skip Bayless sound. He said Floyd, in 20 years in the sport, has never seen power like Conor McGregor's. Like most boxing fans weren't even picking Conor McGregor. You know what I mean? Even Brendan Schaub, he seems like a cool dude, but he was, oh, but everyone in boxing is underestimating Conor. No, we're really not, because you've seen what happened. You know what I mean? Nobody's underestimating him. We knew exactly what he's capable of, what he would do, what he would present. So to me, it's the people like Brendan Schaub or Skip Bayless. They were the ones that called the fight wrong beforehand. You know what I mean? Especially Skip Bayless. Brendan Schaub was kind of like showing being more partial to his UFC compatriot, but Skip Bayless was just talking like a fucking idiot. But anyway, if you really study the game, Mayweather's not just running and Andre Ward's not just running, and they both have dog in them, like to the point where they'll stand their ground. Canelo needs to do more of that. Stand his ground, try to force Golovkin back. Body work would be an excellent way to do that. So he just has to invest and dedicate and take the risk of trying to push Golovkin back. Pick your spots. Move if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Because Golovkin's not like this crazy fast guy. You know what I mean? He's dangerous, but he's not like super quick. I mean, who's a better counterpuncher, Triple G or Danny Garcia? I just want the opinions of y'all. Who's a better counterpuncher, in your opinion? Danny Garcia or Triple G? Exactly. Look what people are putting. Danny Garcia. Exactly. I agree with that. So if Danny Garcia is from everyone in here, is a proven better counterpuncher, then what is Canelo like? That's why you got to take more risks, especially since Triple G's not on no Danny Garcia level of counterpunching. You know what I mean? It may look. See, and this is the thing that Triple G tricked me, to be honest, because I told you I wanted to see him fight more able-bodied people. What I mean by that is guys who had things to offset his. Gabe Rosado coming up from 54, Ishida coming up from 54, Matthew Macklin, who already got stopped by Sergio Martinez, right? Guys like that, Daniel Gill, like, who lost to, I think, Darren Barker or some shit before he fought Golovkin. That doesn't really show me everything I need to know. Matthew Macklin, who lost all of his, to this date, never been a champion, right? That doesn't really show me everything I need, because you notice when the elevation of competition came about, Triple G's fights got harder. The knockouts stopped in his last two fights. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't think Triple G, I think his counter-punching, I think I overstated it when he was fighting lesser competition, because it looks like he fought Daniel Gill, and the punch he knocked Daniel Gill out with, he took a punch like that, and then he came and cracked Daniel Gill and knocked him out. So I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, he's really a great counterpuncher. Joe Montoya said, LOL, you always get mad. Listen, if y'all want, let's vote on Joe Montoya. Who says I'm mad right now? What are you talking about? If that was a dumb comment and you want him out of the vampire stream, put your L's up. If they let you live, they'll let you live. What are you talking about? How am I mad? His name is Joe Montoya. Y'all think I'm mad for it? Y'all can't, listen, straight up, y'all can't make me mad. I don't even know majority of you on a personal level. What is there to be mad at? Bye-bye, Montoya. We're gonna see who's mad when you start coming in with fake accounts. Listen, I don't have time for the little games and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I thought Triple G was a better counterpuncher, basically. You know what I mean? But I think he is a better counterpuncher depending who he's in there with, like Daniel Gill. But then when he's in there with someone with fast hands like Canelo, someone as dangerous as Daniel Jacobs, then his counterpunching didn't look as impressive. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather, Marquez, no matter, look at the best names Juan Manuel Marquez has ever fought, ever in his career, and he was a counterpuncher. You know what I'm saying? That didn't stop. Canelo is a good counterpuncher even with an Edeslani Lara or whoever. You know what I mean? Marquez can fight Pacquiao and still be a good counterpuncher. Triple G, to me, it seems like he looked like a good counterpuncher when he's fighting like Daniel Gill. But then when he fought Jacobs and Canelo, he didn't look like a great counterpuncher. He looked like a great body puncher when he fought Matthew Macklin. But against Canelo and Daniel Jacobs, he didn't look like a great body puncher. So you're supposed to adapt and do whatever you have to do to get it done. But again, I'm just going off of Triple G's, what he was built up as. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be talking about me one day on this channel. Man, keep grinding. It sounds like you're a fighter. Keep grinding. I definitely try to big up and salute the up-and-comers who are hungry. But, yeah, so that's what Canelo, kind of take more risks, take more stands. Martin, another grown man that cares about another grown man, wearing sunglasses indoors. What have you got to hide? Y'all are funny. We just talking boxing. Once again, y'all care more about what I'm wearing and weirdo stuff. Just be happy that I'm giving people boxing around the clock. How about that? Boxing Ego, do you think Canelo would fight Billy Joe Saunders if he wins against Triple G? Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I think if he beats Triple G, I think he would target, I think both of them would target Billy Joe Saunders over what else is out there. You think Canelo's going to fight Demetrius Andrade? He didn't fight him at 54. So why would that be next? And the style would be very, has the potential to make Canelo look good, look bad because he has slow feet. You think they're going to get in there with Jamal Charlo if he beats Hugo Centeno? You think Canelo's going to get in there with Daniel Jacobs next? I don't really see that. You know what I mean? So I think Billy Joe Saunders would probably be the the safest bet. Plus, he has a belt. So, you know what I mean? They're going to use that. Oh, he has a belt, so this is where we're going after. That Charlo doubleheader idea by Eddie Hearn is sweet. But he said he likes working with Luis de Cubas. Work it out, because that's dope if they can make that. Listen, if Eddie Hearn makes Joshua Wilder and that Charlo Jacobs, Charlo Kell Brook doubleheader, if he can do that, he's promoter of the year. Bar none. Bar none. That's a hell of a card. And then Joshua Wilder, we know how good that is. Ego, who you got, Canelo or Triple G? Canelo. I think Canelo just overall does more. Does more tools, younger. My honest opinion, I think Canelo has more room to improve his game plan. I really see it that way. Like, I'm not saying Triple G has no shot, so please don't take it like that. Don't take it like that, because he definitely has a shot. He's a good fighter. But when I think about it, it's not that Triple G fought a terrible fight and he was still limited to just mostly jabbing. So what is he gonna do? Like, I look at it like this. Why didn't he throw more body punches? Obviously something Canelo was presenting in there made it a risk of getting countered or something, why he didn't want to throw that many body punches. So you could say, oh, he's going to get more aggressive and throw more body punches. But Canelo having the faster hands and probably a higher ring IQ, ring generalship. Triple G's offensive ring generalship is actually very good. But either way, you got to understand, the most that I'm hearing, like people who are picking Triple G, majority of what I'm hearing is that he's going to be more aggressive early. But you have to keep in mind, Canelo's team, the Reynosos and Canelo, they're probably going to expect that. I would expect that. Okay, you lost the first 2 rounds pretty cleanly to Canelo, and he wasn't as tired. That's his freshest. So, you know what I mean? Try to put the pressure on him and pace yourself throughout the fight. Who wouldn't expect that type of game plan? You get what I'm saying? So he can be more aggressive early, but who knows? What if he paced himself and Triple G didn't look like he had signs of stamina issues, and he still scored a draw amongst the judges. And he didn't, it's not like I said, it's not like he fought a bad fight, Triple G, or anything. I personally had him winning when I watched it live, and I never went back and watched it, but so as it sits, I have him winning, but the fight was close. So, I mean, what is he gonna do? He's gonna be more aggressive. Then he might get fatigued faster if he doesn't pace himself right. Or he could get countered a lot earlier. And anytime you're more offensive, there's more openings. You know what I'm saying? It's just, let's say me and you guys are bank robbers, right? The longer we stay in the game, it's gonna be only a matter of time before one of the gang of bank robbers leaves a clue, makes a mistake, you know what I mean, leaves some forensic evidence behind, or whatever, before we get caught. So it's like the probability of that type of stuff is exponentially increased the longer you keep robbing banks. You know what I mean? They're gonna be on to you, the feds and shit like that. So people have to understand that even with boxing, like if Triple G gets more aggressive early, that also can create more openings for Canelo early. See, part of what, like Canelo in the first 2 rounds, he couldn't maybe get some clean counters off as clean as he's capable of because Triple G was a little bit hesitant. You know what I'm saying? He was like measuring how he's gonna come in. But if he just like tries to come in any type of way, bow, you know what I mean? Canelo can set up his counters. So that's just kind of what I see. Like I said, it's also concerning that Triple G, in his best opponents he's faced, really just resorts to a jab. You know what I mean? Canelo has way better punch variety and punch variation. He's gonna have to be smart because, like I said, Triple G ain't no chump. He's a good fighter, but that's why I'm picking Canelo. Yeah, make sure y'all smash the like button. We working. Yeah, HBO, they did do a face-off. I don't know when it airs exactly, but the only downside to it is they need to scrap it and probably redo it or do a follow-up because they actually filmed it, to my knowledge. They filmed it prior to this clenbuterol thing. Now, who's going to want to watch a face-off that was pre-recorded before the discovery of Canelo and the clenbuterol thing? That changes the face-off completely. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that sucked is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that they filmed the face-off before the discovery of the clenbuterol. So none of that episode, unless they do an update or shoot a couple additional scenes or something, is gonna reference that. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to, and we're gonna be able to tell, you know what I mean? Because if they don't have the same clothes on for the pickup scenes and stuff, if Canelo's beard's longer in one scene or something, you know what I mean? You could tell if they added on to it. Max needs to be slapped. Why? Why are you going hard on Max? Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all a guilty pleasure of being a YouTuber. It's so funny. Sometimes as a YouTuber, you have to find ways to like. Troy, one more dumb comment and you will be out of here quicker than Wilder versus Stavern 2. Stop worrying about another man. He's ego. Where are you at? Ego, you look high. Well, you gonna be high when I put you in the sky and get you up out of this stream. Again, why do you care what another man? I don't smoke. I'm not high. Why are you worried about me? Talk about Wilder, Joshua. Talk about the champ of the world, Danny. Talk about Danny. That's what I'm saying. Ego, let me see your eyes. Bunch of weird shit. Ego, you look high. You want me to put some chapstick on your lip? Like, no, I don't. What is wrong with you? Shout out to Cali, man. Ego and Cali, let him smoke that good if he wants. Yeah, but I really don't smoke. Like, I'm in California where it's legal. If I smoked, if I rolled a fat one and I'm on my Nate Diaz shit, I have no problem saying I don't smoke, though. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I haven't even drank in like 6 months. It's really been like that. So, but enough about me. How about we get back to boxing? And you know what the funny thing about it, y'all weirdos, is this. This is the funny thing. If I'm talking and I'm making a joke and start talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll start seeing a bunch of comments. Yeah, man, ego, let's get back to boxing. Let's keep it boxing, get back to boxing. But then y'all be bringing up my beard. I need to trim my beard. I look high. Take off your glasses. Show us your eye. But then as soon as I talk about something, Black Panther or just whatever that has nothing to do with boxing, even if it's making a point about boxing, y'all say, let's get back to boxing. Crazy. Why hate on boxing? Ego? He's the Stephen A. Smith of boxing. Never compare me to him. If you compare me to him, then you're getting blocked. I don't have time because that sounds like a slick diss. I'm not no Stephen A. of boxing. My hairline ain't pushed back. I'm not just yelling, saying stupid shit. You better compare me to some Roy Jones or some shit. Floyd Mayweather, TBE, somebody who's like relevant to boxing. Boxing egos, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know he's sneak dissing. But yeah, we're gonna push him. We're gonna push him back like Stephen A. Smith hairline. Keep talking slick. Um, the Vampire Stream. Yo, man, we got shooters. We got some shooters, man. Roy Jones does his thing. He's my favorite on HBO from the commentary. Talk about Jacobs' resume. What is there to talk about? It's a good resume. What am I talking about? I don't get the question. Ego, do you agree with the draw? No, I had Golovkin winning, but by a small margin. But then again, I never went back and fully watched the fight, like from start to finish. I was there at the first fight. But again, I never went back and watched it. I seen certain rounds over again, but I never just watched it from start to finish. I had Golovkin winning, but it was tight. And I remember I was getting a lot of texts. They're like, who do you think won? I'm like, I would probably give it to Golovkin, but I wasn't like fully convinced, and like I wasn't as this is a robbery like people were putting on Twitter and shit. I wasn't like that. I mean, actually, I said the scorecard from Adelaide Bird was bullshit, but that's bullshit on either side. Golovkin didn't win 10 rounds out of 2. Nobody had 10 rounds out of 2. I mean, 10 rounds to 2. So that was my stance on it. But I had Golovkin winning the first one. But again, maybe I should watch it again. And I really, you know, honestly, let's say Adelaide Bird, this is my honest opinion. If Adelaide Bird scored the fight 115-113 Canelo, then I don't even think this would be controversial. Even though I just told you I picked Golovkin, it was a close fight. You know what I mean? I don't think it would have been that controversial. What really drew up and jogged up controversy was her scorecard was that ridiculous. 118. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like when someone trips and they almost fall, but they play it off pretty well. You can't trip like drastically and like try to play it off. You know what I'm saying? So if she would have tripped and had a 115-113 scorecard, then it wouldn't have been that bad. But you can't fall down a flight of stairs and play it off like you did that on purpose. You get what I'm saying? So if it was 115-113, I don't think it would have been all controversial. But her scorecard was just so ridiculous for either fighter that people had to take note, and it drew this controversy and black cloud over the fight. What did Triple G do to win the fight? Well, he outlanded Canelo, but they're mostly jabs. So it kind of depends on who's rating, how you're rating the jab versus the power punch. And Canelo was clearly hurt. I mean, not hurt, excuse me. Clearly had stamina issues in the middle rounds, so he lost some. And Golovkin was controlling the tempo of those rounds. Shout out to Troy. Troy Berger, $2 super chat. Shmoney gang. And he was aggressive. But I mean, like I said, you can argue like effective aggression. He was just busier and stuff. And see, like people play up on the judges. Golovkin has a good style to the point where it's gonna look more flashy to the judge. Not flashy because he's not flashy, but he looks more consistent to the judges. Listen, we gotta try to get to like 150 likes. We have almost 200 people on a Vampire Stream. Smash the like button, people. If you're in here and you haven't hit the like button, you're doing everyone a disservice because the stream is going to be shorter. Just so you guys know, that's how the length of the stream is figured out. This is all a freestyle. I should be resting my voice anyway in editing. Ali Diego, what up? Body shots will tire Canelo out even more. He needs to go to the body, both of them. Other thing, Canelo has a good jab. People sleep on Canelo's jab. The only beef I have with Canelo's jab is he's not. Like he had it, I think it was the Cotto fight. He used it and then he abandons it. Like he doesn't stick to it. Maybe he doesn't have the stamina to do it. I don't know. You have to ask a fighter, how much stamina does constantly throwing a jab? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a fatigue thing. Canelo is a cheater, man. maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I mean, it's kind of hard to pinpoint either way. I mean, how do you know? Ego the boss, hit that like button. Yeah, smash the like button, man. Listen, if we can't get closer to the 175, I'm not threatening. I'm just, this is a promise. This is real. If we can't get to like 175 to 200, this will be an hour long stream. So ask me. It's probably gonna be an hour long regardless, because I got, like I said, I got a couple things to do. But that's the range we should be at. So we probably got like 15 more minutes to chop it up on the vampire stream. Do you think that Charlo got shook when Jacobs pulled up? I don't know. I mean, his demeanor seemed like it changed a little bit, but it's hard because I don't like saying fighters are scared. I mean, he was like, I'm at the Barclays, pull up. So, I mean, I really like what both fighters did, to be honest, because he started it by saying, hey, I'm at the Barclays, what's good, would pull up. And then Jacobs did just that and pulled up. So I just like the moment, and I like the idea of the fight. So I'm not gonna say he shook and like, see, I mean, I don't know. I'm just different, man. I'm different than a lot of these dudes. Like, I don't doubt that Charlo would take the fight. So, you know what I mean? What's the point of being like, oh, he acted different or he was shook? I mean, what's the point of that when I think they would both take the fight, to be in it? To be honest, I think they both took the fight. I mean, realistically, the dude in the background, he was the one doing too much. Like, he was the one doing hella extra. So if you got a hype man like that doing that, then you kind of don't even necessarily need, because Daniel Jacobs was like, ooh, I came at the perfect time. And he was like, yeah, you came at the perfect goddamn time. You already know, nigga. Like, who is this dude? Like, who is the dude that was saying all that? He was just like, it just reminds me of when I watch battle raps and somebody like is Raw, like Conceited or somebody when he was on there, and he's spitting bars and they're like, oh, like pulling on his shirt and shit, like hyping the shit. Like, the bar was tough, but like, damn. You know what I mean? Some of the hype men is, and he was like short, like a shorter dude. You know what I'm saying? He was like, ooh, Daniel Jacobs walked up, woo, I came at the perfect time. I came at the perfect time. Look at here. And that dude was like, yeah, you came at the perfect goddamn time. You already know, nigga. I'm like, damn, are you a lion? Is this a triplet or something? Like, you act like you fighting. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens, you know what I mean? It's a fight, you know what I'm saying? Like Mike Tyson said, oh, well, so what? Who cares? It's a fight. We're going to fight anyway. Like, so, you know what I mean? You never know. Maybe his entourage had a couple drinks. I don't even know who he was. I don't even know. Yeah, you came at the perfect goddamn time. Daniel Jacobs probably looking like, who is this dude? I don't even know who he was. I thought it was a media reporter or something. He was like, yeah, you came at the perfect goddamn time, nigga. You already know. Like, who are you? But it's probably just someone part of the clique or something. He might have been drunk or something. I mean, you never know. Good fight, though. Charlo Jacobs, good fight. Eddie Hearn get that done. Go watch that video. That's what he said. He said, yeah, you came at the perfect goddamn time. You already know. I'm like, damn, you about to fight Jacobs right now. That's how you acting. Imagine the media reporting like that. That's how I'm gonna start. Yeah, you came at the perfect goddamn time. Ego, when you come into the Barclay, what's the next big fight at the Barclay? Shit is hilarious. If the shit is hilarious, then hit the goddamn, you already know, hit the like button. Ego, I dare you. Dare me to what? Don't dare me. I'm an Aries. I mean, I'm not going to, see, let me repeat that. Or let me rephrase that. What are you daring me to do? Because I'm not like, I've worked on my brand, built it from the ground up, self-made, self-made, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna do some stupid shit and get banned from the Barclays just to, oh, hey, so that random person that betted me, I did it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know what you're telling me to do. report the media. I mean, that don't serve no purpose other than to get me laughed at in the media circle. You know what I mean? Or banned or some dumb shit for no reason. AB card, that's a good card. I like that card a lot. Man, Showtime is murdering. Murderer. They on HBO's ass right now. You know it's weird, I swear I'm not trying to like throw shade, but Tim Bradley is a great fighter, but his commentary, I don't know. I just haven't really got into his. Like normally the fighters who talk boxing, I just automatically love their commentary. Like Antonio Tarver does a real good job on Showtime when he was there. Obviously Andre Ward and Roy Jones do a good job. But Tim Bradley's ESPN commentary, I don't know. Like it just, I don't know if it resonates with me. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know if it's his voice. I don't know if he's just like Paulie Malignaggi. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's an awesome commentator. I don't know if to me it kind of sounds like Tim Bradley on ESPN when he's calling the fights, like he's trying to play both sides of the fence. Maybe that like Roy Jones will take a stand, Paulie Malignaggi will take a stand. Like Jim Lampley will say, "Bang, bang, hit him with an uppercut," and then Roy will correct him. Actually, Jim, he hit him with no uppercut. The uppercut, he threw the uppercut, but the uppercut missed. You know what I'm saying? Tim Bradley's like, it's like he's trying to, I don't know, be super neutral. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Tim Bradley's commentary, but just personal side note. Wesley Snipes, $2 super chat. You streaming at the right guy? Hey, I'm done. He said you streaming at the right goddamn time. Viva USA. Oh my God. Watch that video again. That's exactly. Daniel Jacobs like, woo! I came at the perfect time. The perfect time. And the dude out of nowhere is like, yeah, you came at the perfect goddamn time. You already know, nigga. Like, where did you come from? That shit was hell. And he looked serious about whoever that was. He was like, yeah, perfect goddamn time. Like, I was like, okay. But, you know what I mean? Your boy's a fighter. You probably turn at the Barclays. You just seen Deontay Wilder knock a motherfucker out. So the emotions was high and people was turning. Eric Kelly, that's my dude. He is so funny. That's my dude. Eric Kelly he's one of the funniest people and real in the game. Like, see, I'm telling you, man, like I fuck with the fighters and trainers more than like I be with media people. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to anybody, like, you know what I mean, in general. Like, I have media friends too. Like, you know what I mean, Dante, Michelle Joy Phelps and other people, you know what I mean, that we always chop it up and stuff like that. But in general, I be with females I know in different cities, or like fighters and trainers. I like kick it with them probably more than media people. Like, man, we gotta get the media back where it's like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like some people ask like some weird questions. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I mean, hopefully you guys, when I interview people, hopefully you guys enjoy it. But that's just my opinion. Abel Sanchez trained Terry Norris, but now he hates slick fighters. So Tank, Loma at this point, who wins? Not after 2 fights like right now. I mean, you would probably favor Lomachenko for sure, but it's like Lomachenko's talking about moving up to lightweight. Who inspired you to start your career? Me. I inspired. I was always passionate about boxing. I always liked it, and like I just did it. You know what I'm saying? Here's a funny story. Hopefully people, you know what I mean, take it for what it's worth. But I had a guy ask me maybe a week ago. He asked me, like it was a post about like being a YouTuber or something, or I mentioned being a YouTuber, and he asked me. He said, "How did you get started?" And I replied to him very simply, "That's just it. I got started." And that's the realest shit. That's the best way to put it. He said, "How did you get started?" I just got started. Like, Meaning, I wasn't trying to be a dick. I wasn't trying to be funny. I'm just saying you simply have to do it. You have to forget all the fear, forget what you're worried about, forget, oh, this won't work, forget it, like, oh, what's the, you know what I mean? Just do it. Just put it out there. You just have to get started. Like, you know how many people have an idea? I'm not trying to get too preachy, but you know how many people have an idea that's stuck up in here, that's on a notepad, that's stuck in their phone, in a basement, half started, you know what I mean? Like a project or an invention or whatever, and it never sees the light of day. You gotta just get started, you know what I mean? And then beyond that, you gotta just be passionate about it. You can't, like, see, I keep saying this, and I really feel this way. You guys can say whatever. There were boxing channels before me. There still are channels that have been here longer than me and stuff like that. But I really feel like me and Dante came at a time in boxing and showed people kind of the blueprint. Like, in terms of, did videos in our house, like, or our own respective houses or whatever, just us in a microphone talking about boxing, dropping news and shit like that, right? And that upgraded over time to starting trying to get into gyms, getting media credentials from the ground up. And then over the years, now it's fashionable. Now you know how many channels weren't around? You know how many channels weren't around that are here now? You know what I mean? But they weren't here. That's why some of them, the subscribers, they don't have as many and stuff like that. But I feel like me and Dante we showed a lot of people the way. We showed people that you can graduate from just a YouTube platform if you do it right and be at the fights and, you know what I mean, make a living. When I first started, I was, no, ES News was here before me, for sure. Ellie's been covering sports since like 1996. So he's definitely an OG and grandfather then. There, like I said, but see, the other thing here is, let me say this add on. I'm talking about come up like I did, like Dante did, like where it's not just footage, not just being in someone's gym, like being able to, I got people's respect off my opinion before I ever interviewed a fighter. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of channels that, let's say they have more subscribers than me, but they don't necessarily do what I do. You know what I'm saying? They don't break down fights, do live streams like this, do fight predictions, do tell of the tapes and ego Weight Watchers. You know what I mean? And there's some people that even implemented stuff I do on my channel on their channel, but before they were just footage channels or this channel, this, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. But you just got to get started at the end of the day, man. So they acknowledge the knowledge ego, huh? Who? I don't get it. Yeah, man, I seen a lot of YouTube. I don't even remember there were some good YouTube channels back in the day that they don't even make videos, but they had whoever was like hosting them or whatever had good boxing talk, good conversation. We love and respect your work and creativity, brethren. I appreciate it. I'm glad people appreciate it. Like I said, we have fun. We grind, have fun, do the vampire streams. We need 200 likes. If y'all motherfucker, we've been stuck at 176 for a minute. So if y'all really appreciate the love, like the channel, smash the like button, get us up to 200. Chris Eubank versus Jamal Charlo. Who you got? Jamal Charlo. Chris Eubank, he showed heart, but he didn't really make no adjustments versus George Groves. Ego, you the truth. I'm just glad, man. I'm glad. Like I said, boxing's in a good place, and God willing, new media, great boxing fans, we're gonna take it to new heights. Like it's coming. You know what I mean? Like I think the promoters and different people in boxing are starting to see it. Like, the fights aren't taking 5-6 years. They can't. Nobody's gonna wait 5-6 years for Keith Thurman, Errol Spence. No one's gonna wait this and that. And like, people get mad. Like, let's say Rigondeaux was on Lomachenko's ass on social media saying, fight me, fight me. I know I pushed for the fight, but what people see, the crazy thing is, what people try to use against me, it doesn't hurt me, because at the end of the day, I'm human and I'm happy. I'm just happy that Rigondeaux and Lomachenko, we at least got to see it. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like, oh, you pushed for the fight. You were making videos. Of course I'm gonna push. I'm gonna talk about current events. Rigondeaux was saying his piece, what happened if he fought him. Occasionally Lomachenko will respond. I'm just glad we got to see it. You know what I mean? A lot of emotion in boxing. If Joshua beats Wilder, some people are under this impression that, oh, you're on Wilder's payroll or this and that. I mean, if he beats him, if that's how, you know what I mean? Like Drake said, if that's God's plan, right? Then he'll get credit for it. I'm just happy as a boxing fan that we get to see this stuff. That's really what it boils down to. Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, like people think they already have they think they have me figured out, but it doesn't work like that. I respect Errol Spence. He just liked, I posted this little edit, and he just liked it on my Instagram earlier today, but I respect him. But I also respect the truth, and I also respect anybody who takes the tough fight, does what's right for boxing, and wins. So if that person is Keith Thurman in the equation, which I'm leaning towards Errol Spence to beat Keith Thurman, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? That don't really hurt me. I've been wrong before. I've definitely been wrong before. So I care about the greater good. You know what I mean? Like what's really, Wilder Joshua is just big for boxing. You know what I mean? When is the last time we had an undisputed, Lennox Lewis? Last time we had an undisputed heavyweight champion. You know what I mean? Ego, you think Danny Garcia ducking Porter? I can't say that because he lost to Keith Thurman. So he had a long layoff. He rightfully took a style fight he should win, which he did win versus Brandon Rios. His next move is going to determine if he wants to fight Porter. You know what I'm saying? Or who these guys fight. See, this is the thing. I'm not like, y'all can't back me into a corner and force me to pick right now. Like, oh, hey, as of right now, because the thing is, I care about my name. I care about my integrity. I care about the opinions that I put in the atmosphere, different things like that. So I can't say Danny Garcia is ducking Porter, and behind closed doors, what if they're negotiating the fight right now, and then they say, oh, Danny Garcia versus Porter this summer? Then I look like a fucking idiot because I just told you he was ducking, right? He was ducking, and then they made the fight. So situations like that, let's see. I just want to wait and see, and then who they decide to fight next, and what we hear in interviews from them, that's going to determine. The truth reveals, or the truth is always revealed in time. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Anthony Joshua. I can't say, oh, he don't want it with Wilder. If we already knew he's fighting Joseph Parker. We got to see him first win and get past that. But I can't tell you, like, in the beginning of March, when his fight's not even till March, he hasn't even got past the guy in front of him. I can't tell you, oh, blame Eddie Hearn for the fight not happening, because what if the fight is happening? What if it does happen next? Then again, I would look like an idiot for jumping to conclusions. But see, a lot of people don't care. They don't care about their name, and that's what you got to watch. That's what you got to watch in this game. Watch who you get information from, because there would be motherfuckers who'd be like, Luis Ortiz, he has a broken hand days before the Wilder fight. And then Luis Ortiz's team would do an interview less than 24 hours later, like, my hand's not broken. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. And then he fought Wilder, and the motherfucker didn't fight like he had a broken hand. He was throwing smoke, you know what I mean? Counters and lefts, straight lefts. He hurt Wilder with the right hook. I mean, and simple research would have revealed that he already had that malignant, whatever, what's the fucking word for that thing on his hand? Not callus, I forgot the word. That lump, whatever. He already had that in previous interviews. So, you know what I mean? Watch who y'all get information from. Thank you, assist. Calcium deposit assist. It was assist. Thank you. Yes, Hearn is avoiding Wilder. Like I said, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if Joshua, let's say he knocks out Parker, you gotta fight Wilder, in my opinion. Kell Brook at 154. I see. This is my thing with Kell Brook is this. Y'all see, it's been an hour right now. I told you I was getting off at the hour mark because I got some stuff to do. We're still not at 200 likes, and I told you I was getting off. But see, y'all keep trying to lure me in with the fishing reel and bring up other topics. So let me cover Kell Brook at 154. Smash the like button. But my thing is this: Kell Brook is a good fighter. I like Kell Brook. I thought he did solid versus Golovkin, especially after being hurt in the first round. But you gotta, like, I take each win within reasons. Because you beat Kevin Bezier or Jojo Dan or Frankie Gavin or recently Rabchenka, right? That doesn't mean you're gonna beat the elite welterweights, because you fought Errol Spence and you didn't beat an elite welterweight. You fought against Golovkin at 160, you didn't beat him. You know what I mean? So him critiquing and running down the whole 54, he's entitled to his opinion. Like, he could trash talk or have banter or whatever. But I got to see more from Kell Brook at 54. He's talking about Jermell. Listen, this is the crazy part about boxing. Just hear me out. He's doing interviews, Kell Brook that is, on Sky Sports, talking about Jermell Charlo ain't no lion at 154. I am. So for a statement like that, you got to prove a little bit more, a lot more, to be honest, but at least a little bit more than beating Rabchenko. You know what I'm saying? You can't just beat Rabchenko and made him my top of the world. Like, that's not enough. You know what I mean? That just because you beat Rab. Okay, here's what I'm saying. Let's vote right now. Out of the top guys, Erislandy Lara, Jared Swift-Hurd, and Jermell Charlo, who at 54 out of those three names would have lost to Rabchenko if they fought him this month before Kell Brook? Out of Jermell Charlo, Jared Swift-Hurd, and Erislandy Lara, who would have lost to Rabchenko before Kell Brook? Like, let's say Kell Brook wasn't the opponent and it was any of them guys. Who would have lost that night? Look at what people are saying. Exactly. That's my point exactly. Who is Rabchenko? Lara wouldn't have lost to no. Lara's beaten. He arguably beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He beat Paul the Punisher Williams. So how the fuck would Lara lose to Rabchenko? See, you hating right there. That's doing too much. Like, hold on. See, y'all playing games. Okay. I tell you, man, you lucky I don't put you in the hot seat. I don't even feel like putting you in the hot seat. But I should put you in the hot seat because you don't want to play games. Okay. Okay. I'll play with you, man. I'm on my Scarface shit. You want to play, huh? Okay. Y'all want to play? Okay. All right. Here's Rabchenko. He has 3 losses, and he got KO'd twice in those 3. And one was obviously Kell Brook. 69% knockout ratio. He's 32. Let's see. Remember what Floyd said to Robert Guerrero? I don't know who you beat. I don't know who you lost to. I don't know who you beat. I don't know who you beat. I don't know. Who is this? Like, you got a butt chin. Like, who are you right now? Honestly. You got a John Travolta chin. Who are you right this second? Does he look familiar? If we had a boxing police lineup, would y'all just be like, oh, that's Rabchenko? Basically. You would just be able to point him out. Motherfucker look like Bill Paxton or something. Rest in peace to Bill Paxton, man. A real one. Chris Mullen looking motherfucker. Who is this? Golden State Warrior looking motherfucker. Okay, so we know Kell Brook. Who this? That's how you know you garbage. Your last name is crap. Yeah, how good are you? Crap. They call me Crap for short. Yeah, look, Crap. Like I said, I didn't even see his record, but Crap, 4-18. Hey, bro, you won 4 fights and 18 losses. Yep, just like the last name, Crap. Crap Shala. You crap. Okay. And see, I don't even like doing this to fighters, but what is all this red shit? Like he bowling, he got a strikeout. What is this? I don't even know what this means. He lost that many fights in a row? Oh, hell, hold on. Is that what that means? I never really paid attention. Oh, bruh. Oh my God. Oh my God. He really lost that many fights? Oh my God. Hey, bro. So the guy he fought, Crap. Hey, bruh. So Rap... Hey, like Floyd said, I don't know who you beat, I don't know who you lost to. Hey, I don't know who you beat. I don't know who you beat, I don't know who you lost to. So Rabchenka, basically. Hey, I was like, what? I thought he was a Pyru. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Hey, we need over 200 likes immediately. We need 200 likes if y'all want me to show you this real. Okay, we need 200 likes. Otherwise, gotta go. It's been fun. Listen, smash the like button. Listen, so we know Kell Brook. So this is who Rabchenka. This is who he beat right before Kell Brook. And I seen this. I thought he was a blood. I thought he was a Pyru or something. Damu. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was like, what's bracking? Hey, I don't give a fuck. Oh, Pyru, I put that on Cedar Block, blood. Hey, blood. I thought it was the game or something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, motherfucker. It's the game, CPT, Hub City. What's bracking, right? I seen all this red. I didn't really know what was happening. Then I clicked on Crap, right? Damn, he lost 2. Damn, I refreshed the page and he lost 2 more times. Bruh, this shit said, that said 4-18. I hit refresh and he got 2 more losses. He just lost right now. Breaking news. I'm about to make a video about this. That shit said 18 losses. I hit refresh and he just lost again. And again and again. That shit, I promise you, I looked at it and it said 4-18-2. And then I refreshed the page, I reloaded it or whatever the fuck, and he just lost. He just got beat by the Charlatans or something because 2 people just beat him again. So anyway, I thought he was a blood. Look, they don't even have his picture. Mike Tyson Punch-Out even had pictures of Glass Joe, but you ain't even got a picture. Fuck you mean. Glass Joe got a picture. He had like 1 and his record was like 1 in 99, but they couldn't even give you a picture. So you a blood with no picture. And they use a super generic, it looked like Floyd Mayweather trying to pose like the Notre Dame mascot. Whatever. I refreshed the page, you lost again. Man, how you lose during the vampire stream hours? It's late as fuck. I mean, I don't know. Maybe in another country or region, maybe. Maybe it's a regular time, but. So anyway. And this, look. This who Rabchenko just beat. Hey, bro. So you got knocked out in both of your last fights. Hey, somebody count this for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. God damn. You lost 8 times in a row and Rabchenko just beat you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 8. 6 of the 8 were by knockout. Again, crap. If I refresh the page, his record is probably like 4-30-2. You see what I'm saying? Who else was he fighting? Rabchenko beat this guy 25-13-3. He got knocked out by Tony Harrison. I think this is Tony Harrison that fought Jared Swift Hurd. Yep. Okay, so the only name that I've noticed so far, he got knocked out by Miguel Aguilar. I don't know who that is. This dude got 4 names. Right? Who is that? Anthony Mundine. I know that name. He beat you. Okay. Bradley Price. Gary. I don't know, none of that. Ryan Rhodes, he beat, but Canelo beat him years ago. And who is it? Who is this? Loic Darks. Who this? There's Rab, your boy Rab. So, yeah. Beating Rabchenko is cool to get a W in the W column, but you can't beat them and be like, oh, Jermell Charlo, he ain't lines only. Because Rabchenko ain't really fought nobody. And the names he did fight, Anthony Mundine, Tony Harrison, he lost to. Period. Hey, I'm just, don't get mad. I'm only being real. Yeah. So, again, see, you know what's crazy? I never went to Rabchenko, basically. I never even went to his box rec, but I just knew off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? And it was just corroborated that he didn't really have no crazy resume. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd be up on my boxing shit. And I feel like I probably would have heard about, at least heard, you know what I'm saying? If he was like super nice with it, I probably would have at least heard about it, especially if he's 32 years old. You know what I mean? So again, that's cool for Kell Brook and Eddie Hearn to make the fight. I don't even have a problem with that because he was coming off 2 knockout losses to Golovkin and Errol Spence. But when you say Errol Spence can't hurt you and you're the Terminator and I'm good at mid-weight and all that, like that's different. We're not talking about Rabchenko, who just before you beat a guy named Crap, right? Beat a guy named Crap right before you, who had a record. Look, I'm trying to look. Crap. Told you that shit said 18 losses. And then he just lost that night. And they gave him 2 more losses at the end of the night. They're like, man, Crap, we gotta throw two more losses on that record. So, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean, I try to be as realistic as possible. That don't mean you beating Jermell or Jared or Lada because you beat Rabchenko, basically. Anyway, too much sauce. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the real one hour. I told you. I don't know who you beat, I don't know who you lost to. Rabchenko, I don't know who you beat, I don't know who you lost to. Yeah, it's been an hour. I'm about to get up out of here. I got stuff to do. Thank you, guys. I don't know who you beat. I don't know who you lost to. The Vampire Stream. I'm not shitting all over Crap, but I'm just saying his resume kind of suits the name-ish. And you know me. I'm not one of them, oh, this guy's a bum. This guy's a bum. Like, love from Tijuana. Shout out to Tijuana, man. Anyway, it was fun. I laughed the whole time. Shout out to all the real ones. Appreciate it, shooters. 18 losses went to 20 losses overnight. And anybody watching the replay, they can attest to that. Shout out to y'all, man. I got some stuff I gotta do. I got some edits and stuff. Appreciate you. Appreciate the time. And we out.